What if I told you that living completely alone at 95 without any help, medication, or mobility issues isn't about good genes, expensive treatments, or pure luck, but 4 ridiculously simple daily habits that take less than 30 minutes total? In the next few minutes, I'll show you the exact 4 habits that keep me sharper, stronger, and more independent than people 30 years younger than me, and why doctors say these same habits could reverse aging symptoms you thought were permanent. And the third habit? It's something that takes just 12 minutes but has kept my brain sharper than it was at 70. Last week, my neighbor Richard, who's only 68, asked if I could help him move a piece of furniture. He couldn't believe when I helped him carry his couch while he had to stop twice to catch his breath. That same month, his doctor put him on 3 new medications for cholesterol and blood pressure, while my doctor told me, "Your cardiovascular system looks like someone in their early 60s. The difference isn't genetics. Richard's parents both lived to 90. The difference is what I do every single day. Habit 1. The 10-minute balance challenge. Every single morning, I spend exactly 10 minutes doing something most people my age would never attempt, standing on one leg. And this one habit is the reason I've never used a cane, never needed a walker, and can still navigate stairs without holding the railing. Most people my age grab onto something the moment they feel even slightly unsteady. But here's what research from the Mayo Clinic proves. Seniors who practice single-leg balance exercises reduce their fall risk by 39% compared to those who avoid balance training entirely. The National Institute on Aging conducted studies showing that balance ability is the single strongest predictor of independence in seniors over 80. People who can stand on one leg for 10 seconds or more maintain independent living 64% longer than those who cannot. Johns Hopkins researchers found that balance training doesn't just prevent falls, it actually rewires your inner ear systems and strengthens the tiny stabilizer muscles that most people lose completely by age 75. The consequences of ignoring balance are devastating and happen faster than you think. Within just 6 months of avoiding balance challenges, you lose the proprioception and muscle coordination that keep you upright. Your risk of falling increases by 23% every year you avoid balance work. And when seniors fall, 40% never return to their previous level of independence. One fall can mean the difference between living alone and moving to assisted living permanently. Here's exactly what I do, and you can start right now regardless of your current ability. Every morning after breakfast, I stand next to my kitchen counter for safety. I lift my right foot off the ground and hold for 30 seconds, then switch to my left foot for 30 seconds. I repeat this cycle 5 times. If you need to touch the counter for support at first, that's completely fine. I did too when I started at 87. The goal is to gradually reduce how much you rely on support. I end with 10 heel-to-toe walks across my living room, which strengthens the exact muscles your ankles need for stability. My friend Dorothy started this routine 3 months ago at 81, and last week she walked down her basement stairs to do laundry for the first time in 2 years. Her daughter was amazed. Start tomorrow morning. Your independence depends on it. Habit 2. The water before everything rule. I drink 16 ounces of water the moment I wake up, before coffee, before breakfast, before I even check the time. And this single habit reversed chronic fatigue and joint pain my doctor said I'd have to live with forever. When I turned 88, I was constantly tired, my joints ached every morning, and I had frequent headaches. My doctor ran tests and said everything was normal for my age, that dehydration was just part of getting older. I refused to accept that answer and discovered research that changed everything. Cleveland Clinic studies show that seniors are 30% more likely to be chronically dehydrated than younger adults because our thirst signals weaken dramatically with age. By the time you feel thirsty at 60 or older, you're already significantly dehydrated. Stanford University research found that morning hydration specifically improves cognitive function, joint lubrication, and energy levels throughout the entire day in seniors. Harvard Medical School discovered that proper hydration reduces urinary tract infections by 58% in older adults and decreases kidney stress that commonly leads to chronic disease. Without adequate morning hydration, your blood becomes thicker, making your heart work harder and increasing blood pressure. Your joints lose lubrication overnight, causing the stiffness and pain most seniors accept as normal. Your brain function slows, creating the mental fog people blame on age. Dehydration is behind many symptoms doctors dismiss as just getting older. Here's exactly what I do, and you can start right now regardless of your current ability. Every morning after breakfast, I stand next to my kitchen counter for safety. I lift my right foot off the ground and hold for 30 seconds, then switch to my left foot for 30 seconds. I repeat this cycle 5 times. If you need to touch the counter for support at first, that's completely fine. I did too when I started at 87. The goal is to gradually reduce how much you rely on support. I end with 10 heel-to-toe walks across my living room, which strengthens the exact muscles your ankles need for stability. My friend Dorothy started this routine 3 months ago at 81, and last week she walked down her basement stairs to do laundry for the first time in 2 years. Her daughter was amazed. Start tomorrow morning. Your independence depends on it. Habit 3. The 12-minute memory game. Every single day, I spend exactly 12 minutes playing memory and puzzle games on my tablet. And neurologists say this is why I remember names, dates, and details better than people 40 years younger than me. Your brain doesn't decline because of age, it declines because of inactivity. Research from Columbia University on cognitive training proves that seniors who engage in daily brain games increase processing speed by 29% and improve memory recall significantly. The Journal of the American Medical Association published studies showing that just 10 to 15 minutes of daily cognitive exercises reduce dementia risk by 48% in adults over 80. UCLA researchers discovered that targeted brain training actually increases gray matter volume in areas responsible for memory and executive function. Here's what I do every afternoon without fail. I spend 12 minutes on puzzle apps, crossword puzzles, or memory matching games, anything that forces my brain to work. The key is consistency and genuine challenge. I track my scores and always push for improvement. My neurologist tested my cognitive function last year and said I'm performing at the level of someone in their late 60s. He now recommends this exact strategy to all his senior patients. Habit 4. The Sunlight Power Hour. Every morning between 8 and 9 a.m., I spend 1 full hour outside in direct sunlight, even on cloudy days. And this habit has kept my bones stronger, my sleep deeper, and my mood steadier than anyone I know. Johns Hopkins research shows that morning sunlight exposure regulates circadian rhythms, which directly impact sleep quality and hormone balance in seniors. The National Institutes of Health found that seniors who get daily morning sun have 42% fewer bone fractures and significantly higher vitamin D levels without supplementation. Here's my routine. I walk around my neighborhood for 30 minutes, then sit on my porch reading for another 30 minutes. No sunglasses during this time. Your eyes need the light exposure to set your internal clock properly. These 4 daily habits aren't complicated or expensive. They're the exact routine keeping me completely independent at 95, and they'll work for you at any age. Leave a comment telling me which habit you're starting tomorrow. Hit that like button to help other seniors discover these life-changing habits, and subscribe for more practical health advice that actually works. Share this with any senior who deserves to live independently and vibrantly for decades to come. These 4 habits could change their life starting tomorrow.